Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Eagles going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Take it in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The first carry now. This is Matthews. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Coleman now. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They will run again with Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is going to wind up no good. Wide to the right, a rare miss for the veteran Vinatieri, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They start the drive with Matthews. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry for Matthews. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. It's Matthews again. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. penalty. Here's Matthews down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run it. It's Matthews. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On play action, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a handoff to Matthews. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is Coleman. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go!
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now this time, Wentz will throw. He finds Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd and 10 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. First by him near the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, the Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the pistol, it's Matthews. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Tannehill on first down, going underneath for Matthews. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's Tannehill. Screen pass. It's Matthews. Room to run inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, the Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Both Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run. Matthews. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there, as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And shedding through the under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down now after the incompletion. On the counter, it's Matthews. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Matthews. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. As they've done all day, they run with Matthews. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas and really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the D-line's going to spread out. The handoff to Matthews. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. Toss play to Matthews. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now a handoff looking right. Able to spin free. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run it now out of the guns. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Red zone opportunity.
Chinese Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Chinese on the Ringo. Here we go. Next Sunday. Hey, stand. We got 4. We got 4. 5-9.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 9-yard line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Coleman on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Wentz. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, They had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles.